teams and players who are amateurs. Apart from that, whenever they face a decent team, they lose, and they lose big time. So if I'm MIBR, I understand why you're picking Anubis, and it also showcases how weak and how weakened I think NRG is right now as a team and in regards to the map.
Well, you know what? Things are certainly heating up on the server. It's finally time for some Inferno.
Here we are. Our first best of 3, Nao. It's Inferno, our first map, and well, maybe one of the last for one of these two teams. MIBR and NRG, our first BO3 on the A stream. One of these teams going home. Commiserations to whoever it is, but we are kicking it off. NRG, FaNg, one tap onto Bernardsson to be able to open us up.
Definitely going to be question marks about NRG, right? I think this is a side who, obviously, given the luxury of being at this tournament, we see something out of them. Drop and Insani combined. Drop in the name, in the game, as he will fall to the hands of OC.
Yeah, good retaliation. OC, ooh, a little bit of luck here. Safe, ready for this one. Oh, he was. Clean little one tap onto him. FaNg. P250 in hand. The benefit over the Glock, of course, for those long-range one-tap headshots. Brings it a little bit more favourable against those USPSs. Oh, dear. Dinks through the wall. A little bit more weak now, needs to be cautious about this double lurk. There's two behind him, and there he goes, insani. Taking him down, and MIBR, after losing one quite early on, managed to retaliate incredibly quickly. Of course, MIBR, I think people coming into this wouldn't have thought that they'd be in a 0-1 position straight away off the back of the BO1, especially considering they played up against Boss yesterday on Ancient, a map that they hadn't lost for the last 3 months. They were 10-0 until that moment, now 10-1. It was a 13-9 scoreline as well, which sounds close, but the game wasn't really.
No, honestly, I think Boss really did great work yesterday. There definitely is question marks. There's reservations about MIBR in terms of the skill ceiling they have. You know, we look towards individuals. Insani is the big one, right? What can this guy do? He is, without a shadow of doubt, the win factor behind MIBR. And of course, a really good pistol round for him to start off. So at the very least, we need to see confidence out of that young man. And I feel like if MIBR want a chance to take this cleanly, we need to see Insani start putting up those numbers.
Yeah, we need to see a string of rounds together as well, because plenty of teams are able to win the pistol and not convert on the next. But without the force buy here from NRG, just the pistols, should be a clean one for the CTs.
But now, goes a little quiet, eerily quiet. NRG, it's just sort of the old kind of attack pause without calling attack pause type vibe, you know, low buy. Let's have a little conversation. What is our next gun round going to look like? They've lost banana control. This fight for it is not exactly going to be pretty. Exit up close. BR Enazan at range.
Yeah.
Exit. Oh, he's going to get a couple of freebies here. Fifth one. Made that 2. Lines up the third, but he can't quite close it down. But Brendan at range will. As OC falls, FaNg, surely nothing in the locker. A consolation kill, Cody. We take a little silver lining, but that was, like we said, basically the old tack pause without calling a tack pause.
MIBR, they've been in Europe for quite a bit.
Yeah.
Cracking for this one. In our home country, over in Sheffield.
Yes.
Boot camping, some of the boot camp options that are available over there. I believe Nouns were also there also.
Empire
so
HQ, they were right, yeah.
Yeah. Playing against some European competition. Hasn't helped out as of yet, but of course only one game seen from MIBR. Hoping that last night they came together and they realised, okay, let's pull this one back. NRG, of course, interesting circumstances for them being here due to Rocket's withdrawal from the event. So a short turnaround time for them. There's some talent on the roster for sure. There's no question about that. But have they had enough time to get themselves in the head zone and kind of the mind space that they need to be in for, god damn, we're playing an RMR?
Yeah, the expectations for NRG were quite high. You know, a grandiose announcement, players of actually some quite high caliber as well. All have had at least experience towards LAN.
This would be good from Drop.
But,
oh, good molly.
All things considered, has not been what we want out of them. Drop going to try and play up close here. Towards Boiler, nothing spotted. Brendan, who wants to try and peer down bananas, and Insani will pop up here and find Hexed. First gun round, not exactly looking good for NRG just yet. 4v4 as Drop will double back. Boiler spotted, held, spammed. Not found just yet, and Breeze gonna try and reclaim some space. OC will answer back, but the numbers kept in favor of MIBR, and that's all that matters. They're just playing the trade game.
Yeah, trading back and forth always benefits that CT side. Oh, especially in this situation. FaNg gonna be able to take down Drop though. Bomb on his back. Only 22 seconds now on the clock. He needs to commit to the site pretty damn quickly. Is Exit expecting this? Does just turn around at the right moment. Potentially expecting that short push, but instead comes down for Moto, and it's going to be a third round hit from MIBR. Doing something that we've seen a lot of teams struggle to do, chaining together those first 3 rounds, even off the back of the rifle buy. It's looking good for the CTs. Not looking too challenged as of yet.
No. That is the truth. 3-0. There's a little question mark. I think it has to be about this veto as well. We spoke about, well, the desk spoke about it in the sense that that float of Ancient towards the tail end really is a risk. It's a gamble. And also, on top of it, you know, we spoke about how Anubis actually is quite a good map for MIBR, not so great for NRG. It kind of gives us this sort of stipulation coming in towards the series that Inferno feels like a win factor. If NRG want a chance in this series, they kind of have to take Inferno here. Because the expectations that Anubis will be relatively plain sailing, and Ancient could be quite one-sided too.
20% win rate on Anubis.
Yeah.
MIBR currently have, and it's a fair amount of games played as well. Certainly not home territory. MIBR, have they been able to bounce back off the back of yesterday's defeat on Ancient, breaking that 100% win rate? Still got a few maps before we need that question answered though. Bernison. Still posted up over towards this B-bomb site. Smoke goes down to be able to delay it. FaNg does not care though, goes for the push. He's not going to be able to find an exit there to be able to back up his teammate. They do continue their aggression as they just begin pushing through Coffin, but Bernison there ready and waiting to be able to pick up another kill. Bomb does get planted. The onus now on MIBR to be able to execute on this bomb site.
It's good work from Brinson. And I guess now with Breeze and Hex, yes, bomb down is great. Anything more would be a luxury, would be a cherry on top. And a kill up close and personal. Tech9 running, gunning, drop around the corner. Will do as the namesake says as he finds Breeze and he'll find the round. A flawless start continued for MIBR. NRG, they're getting small silver linings of a bomb plant, but they're not really getting actually all that close to the rounds themselves. This so far has been plain sailing, hence, we are going to see attack pause get called there. Good opportunity for Mix, coach of NRG, to get into the conversation, see what he sort of spotted so far, but honestly, there's not a lot on a positive note from NRG thus far. They've looked a little rough around the edges.
Historically, MIBR benefit more on that T side than CT side on Inferno. Just benefits them even more, the fact that they're coming out the gate swinging right now, bodying NRG, not really giving them an inch here. NRG kind of got to dig into that bag of tricks, work out, okay, how can we actually turn this one around? We are a number of rounds deep. Nothing seems to have worked. Only one bomb plant to speak of so far. Let's see if they can get another one moving into round number 5. It's AKs across the board. Utility is good on both sides. But now we have Safe. Big green in tow. Looking to make an impact over towards that solo B hold.
I like this call, but it does actually catch them off guard. A slow play into a second mid, and Hex going to get 2. Oh, she's going to get one of his own as well.
Is this a misread? Did they think they didn't have any money or something? Surely not, guys. You won 4 rounds in a row.
Safe on the corner. Can be a one at that angle if he can't hit the shot. Pixel spotted. Yeah, no chance in hell. FaNg uses the small liberties he's given to his advantage. I say falling. Hex has got no choice with what to do here.
Just has to go for it.
Even saving is so hard because he knows that they've taken second mid control. He knows that they can wrap through in towards A.
Yeah,
hence
exactly
why head on a swivel. All things considered, this will be the tail end. The flawless streak ends. NRG going to find there first and absolutely needed. Still yet to see a kill out of Daps, but is this flank play coming through?
Oh, it looks like they're going to go for it. Hex is thinking about it. Clear on every angle known to man. I think they, yeah, with their position, they think he's over towards the A-bomb site. But, I mean, yeah, they're chucking util. They're trying to see the swing exit. Looks like he's going to escape with his life as they fall off a B as well. First round on the board here for NRG. All 5 players surviving. OC recovering that AWP as well. Yeah, that was a bold play from MIBR. I like that they're feeling confident that they can take those fights, but I don't know, maybe just a little bit sloppy early doors. Either way, NRG, they are going to be able to capitalise off the back of it, get themselves off that goose egg.
Yeah, we are looking towards MIBR. I think there was, expectations of this team, especially ranking-wise coming in towards the tournament, ranked 20th overall in the world, right? So we were looking at them, but it has been an underwhelming start to the year with, failures to qualify to Pro League, to Blast Showdown, to IEM Chengdu. Qualifiers have not looked good. This is basically the only qualifier they've had some success in. And if they miss out on the major, it could be a real world in which you don't see MIBR at a big LAN for quite a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Is a real big one for them. We kind of said, Insani's the big man we're looking towards. Since joining his team, he's put up a pretty substantial 1.19 rating. We call upon him to try and bail them out. Shadow spotted exit. Nearly getting caught in transition there, but Insani will step up. This double pump setup out towards long, working wonders. OC gets caught, and that's arguably the main man of NRG out of commission, with OC down the swing onto his bulk, unsuccessful, and drop now in trouble as he gets caught from sight. Daps will find one. Insani responds on towards Breeze. And Daps only going for the tap. He doesn't even feel comfort in the plant, which could be a real nice little addition to the pockets, and something they're not given. MIBR back to winning ways.
Yeah, lessons learned from the previous round. Yeah, it's all well and good getting aggressive, but your opponents have decent weapons, not a single one dying from the previous. Their econ would be good even if they did get taken down, as they did. So, play on your laurels, play on your stack. Stack up on A, stack up on B. Let them get a little bit of control, as we saw here, and Insani, getting them out of a potentially an awkward situation as they get a lot of control over towards Arch, and oh god, Dabs like 70 health from that nade. Really rough. Either way, MIBR on 5 already. Feels like this game's only just started, and halfway over.
That's got to be said. So far, not so good for NRG. Kind of feels like I want to see at the bare minimum at this position, kind of 4 out of NRG, but even that is a big ask. For now, safe. Just going to stand on the corners. Daps is going to try and work his magic behind that molly. The rest of the side can move up towards mid.
U2 ready. They're on every angle, respecting their opponents as they should. Pot flash goes in, nobody home. Very defensive angles being held here from MIBR. Second round of the road that we've seen this. No mid contact being shown. Purely defending the bomb sites, the pure definition of what it is to be a CT side.
50 seconds.
Yeah, not long left.
Question marks about where they want to go here. Smoke out in towards Moto. The man want to double back towards B. We already saw that. It's a bit of a setup. FaNg and Daps have at least worked their way up towards Car unscathed. The bomb's still sticking around towards Vin. Now we'll double back with 30 seconds on the clock. And they are going to leave an anchor play here of Breeze, who wraps in towards that of Brackets. He could get work. Is Safe going to play up close? This now gets messy, a missed shot as FaNg will punish. Swing from the 8K of Brunson will get one. He drops a smoke as well to try and buy him some time, but he doesn't need to overface. Breeze was meant to be an insurance policy, but he's now cost them. The numbers favour MIBR on this retake. Bomb goes down, yes, but this is not going to be easy as OC gets caught through the smoke. No chance in hell he had any clue about that possibility. And Daps and FaNg, I don't think it's possible.
It's a good angle here from FaNg. No flash goes in. They're going for the swing, looking for the frag. R&D going to be able to find burners, and Insani though trades it straight back. Daps 1 versus 3. Time on his side. Doesn't really need to go for that swing straight away, but instead does. He does get his head ripped clean off his shoulder. It's a 6th round now for MIBR. Off the back of that shot on OC. Completely punched in the back of the head. Wasn't expecting the spam from CT. Basically opens up the round there from MIBR to be able to just confirm it. Get another one on the board. Econ's looking pretty good for the T side though.
Big retake as well for MIBR. Those sort of rounds being won, of course. Bit of fortune, it goes without saying. Exit finding that very important kill towards OC, but numbers dwindle so quickly towards NRG. 6-1 MIBR. I've guaranteed at the bare minimum it's a tied game at the turn of the half. But the way they're playing, we expect much more out of them. And of course, it has to be, re-mentioned it. This is NRG's map pick, and it's not looking great.
Aggressive into mid again, something we've seen from LBR previously. Didn't work out last time. They've managed to find one frag at least this time. Insani going to go for the swing. Managed to take down Breeze and kind of resets the tempo from both sides. Insani able to fall back. And NRG left kind of scratching their heads. What's our next play? We know there's a heavy contact over towards the A-bomb site, so let's go over to B. Surely they haven't reinforced it with a new player. Evidently they have. Util going to be available. Quite a lot as well. Smokes galore to be able to give them the best opportunity possible. CT smoke deployed just to be able to delay any form of push, and another one going to fall from the hands of Bernison. Looking to clear out the smoke in a few moments, but... Oh, the spam! Couldn't have heard anything. Bernison just had an inkling to be able to take down Daps. Now the spam continues. Nobody else home. The wrap here from mid from Insani. It's all said and done, surely, unless OC comes up clutch, not to be the case. Yeah, 1 versus 4 now with the bomb lost in no man's land. 30 seconds on the clock. It's all well and good having the time, but you're not finding 3 more, my friend.
No, not at all. Brinson will fall. Insani as well has got the bomb in his favour, so no chance here. And time so far ticks. FaNg will fall to the hands of Insani. And that'll be MIBR finding a 7-1 scoreline on their opponent's map pick, making this look comfortable. And it goes without saying, the attack pause feels like a necessity for NRG. Their second called. Coach Mixel once again entered the conversation. Well, this is a ship taking on a hell of a lot of water, a lot of holes in them right now. And yeah, I mean, I really do worry for NRG. They are barely even scratching the surface right now. This is the MIBR we expected yesterday that we never got. And now NRG, backs against the wall, on the brink of being eliminated from the RMR. An RMR which originally they weren't even a part of. Got that late invite, and of course, very little time to prep. And feels like it's showing. It's unfortunate. Decided in a lot of trouble.
I mean, not to beat them while they're down, but it barely looked like they got started yesterday as well, right? It was a 13-2 scoreline against Imperial. Of course, different map, different game, different team. But only getting 2 rounds on your T side of overpass, and then nothing else and losing out from there. It's certainly not great. And the way this is shaping up, it's looking like the similar story is about to develop. NRG, the only round they secured so far is when MIBR chucks themselves at them, down second mid and just full committed. Yeah, and even saw as well, kind of Mick speak about it after the game, and he was like, they just rolled us. Like, that's basically fundamentally all he could say, and that's fundamentally all we could say watching it here in the studio. OC up close, fading the smoke. Will not work in his favor. FaNg gets 1. The trade works brilliantly, and Insani for a double as well. And then I'll pop towards A, coming out of balcony. Brendan's meant to try and hold them at bay from range. Out to long, finds one as Daps will drop. To the hands of Brendan, who makes it a double. Lovely work for him. An 8-1 for MIBR. This is a no-show from NRG. Yeah, there was a thought in my mind. It's like, okay, MIBR for the first time, they don't actually have site presence here. Maybe there's an opening for RG, and well, you don't need site presence when you can just spam them down from an M4, evidently.
It shows how confident MIBR are as well, right? We're seeing them take fights in the first 10, 15 seconds in what we would traditionally put as disadvantageous situations. So fading a smoke in towards mid, how perilous of a situation that traditionally is, right? To sit behind that sort of smoke and walking away with the trades in your favor. NRG spacing is rough, trading's not being great, the opening kills are not going their way. So far, I think if you're NRG in this situation, we've got MIBR in towards attack pause, and this is probably just primarily to calm them down a little bit. Just don't do anything too audacious, too overconfident. Hey guys, remember that round that we lost where we just run second mid? Let's not do that again. Exactly, slow it down. Yeah, like it's all well and good wanting to get this game over and done with at an 8-1 scoreline, but we've seen plenty of games fall to the wayside when you get too overzealous in your own abilities and then just start making silly plays for the sake of let's get back to the hotel. Especially in elimination best of 3. Again, to remind anyone who is just joining us for the first time, firstly, you've missed a ton of games. How dare you? Secondly, X and 2 goes home. No matter how many games you win, with the exception of, well, going 3-1, if you lose 2, you're gone. Best of 1s were yesterday for all the teams. The winning teams who went 1-0 played their best of 1s earlier on, and now we're in elimination zone. Best of 3s for the rest of it. FaNg gonna be able to open up with that first frag. Second one here as well. This is more like it for NRG, the opening that we need to see from them. And now that B site completely open. Yeah, FaNg being given basically the mileage that he wants to get here. And actually, I like this play from Breeze. Timing works in his favor. He gets a freebie, But it doesn't, because insani says thank you. Breeze gets caught, and that'll open an opportunity as well. Bomb goes down. Retake!
Oh, really?
Already successful as OC denied of a plant by the hands of Drop. Somebody with a wealth of experience under his belt showing it in its true colors. Tap on towards the bomb. Hex scared to plant, and you can understand why. Utility is available for MIBR. Smoke, flash, nade, and molly to work with the spam. So nearly catches Daps. I think that's been heard as well. The nade will see him off as well. Drop to his demise 6 feet under, and Hexed and FaNg trying to deny following him in the same suit. And this is awkward with FaNg so down low. He has to try and play in the thick of it and help out Hex here, but it's not going to be easy. Swing on the corner. Hex finds one, holding down Mouse one. Runs out of ammo. FaNg will fall to Drop, who started the retake, and he'll close it to 9-1, and it continues the same stat line here of a no-show.
MIBR, they're playing around these smokes so well. If I'm OC, I'm tilted. I keep getting killed through smoke. Like, that's so rough. You're in great positions. Yeah, maybe planting in a little bit, well, literally the default. But it doesn't matter. You think you're safe behind this smoke wall and you just keep getting bodied. We saw the player from CT as well, just jump spotting over and over and over, spamming Daps down on the inkling. And the idea that he was there, the nades taking him down at the end of it. I mean, mate, this is looking really strong from MIBR, but pretty weak from NRG.
And we're starting to see quite the indecisiveness of NRG as well when they get a bit of space. That's, you know, FaNg with his 3rd opening kill so far, most in the server by quite some margin. And already nothing's come off the back of it. They're making this look quite simple, MIBR, when they're in what we would usually look at as pretty bad positions, playing retakes with very little information about what the post plant's looking like. MIBR, yes, they're getting a bit of fortune. You know, we already spoke about those sort of smoke spams, but man, these retakes have been clean. The tag and nade, little wombo combo works well, and MIBR not putting a foot wrong. Tactical aggression, picking their moments of when to fight. Safe given all the freedom to stand in mid there for 10 seconds. Nobody even testing him.
Ready to retaliate when the smoke comes in as well. Instant player there, be like, cool, boost me over the top just in case someone tries to get a little bit aggressive. Not to be the case. Plenty of time on the clock here for NRG to play with. But we almost just need to see a Hail Mary play. It looks like a Hail Mary smoke. Oh, we're soon to be committed from Breeze. They had a weird feeling there might be someone underpass, but evidently not. Here it comes. FaNg from mid, Breeze from second. Here comes your util. The push comes through. Safe, ready and waiting for them. Soon to swing out. Doesn't hit the shot. Has to fall back. Nade to fade away onto the site. Hex going to drop down a little bit low. OC, a TK. That's not what you want to be seeing at all. Drop and Safe picking up kills of their own. Now in this 4 versus 2, caught between a rock and a hard place is the bomb of Daps right now, because Library, there's an opponent. Arch, there's an opponent. Drop does get taken down by Breeze, but is it enough? I don't think so.
Orb posted on Cold Zera box. Daps gets an opportunity, fluffs his lines. Oh my god. The smallest of mistakes have the most costly of results. And MIBR double digits in this first half. Man, this is so easy for them. NRG continue this, you know, you hate to say, but a woeful performance thus far. We need a different side in towards the second half, but that felt unlosable, you know, and you're seeing so many errors come through. Daps missing that spray out towards long. OC with, you know, an unforced TK there. This is really getting unfortunate.
Just panic stations, isn't it? It's oh god, I need to get this kill on short. It's incredibly important. They get it and then just continue spraying. I mean, you can see the look on Breeze's face, a little bit dejected, not really like vocalizing anything with the rest of the team. We're not seeing any hype. I mean, when you're 10-1 down, it's hard to be hype. But your map pick of Inferno, you're getting bodied like this. This can't feel good for NRG. We need to see them reinvigorated right now. And then moving that into the second half as well. It is going to be a fall by. Are they going to be able to make anything of it, though? It's FaNg, soon to be on the entry. Over towards Banana.
Final round of the half. We just need anything out of NRG.
Something.
2 rounds would be something to go off. Oh, but the corner's good. The trade, decent. FaNg gonna make it 2. And there's these opening kills that we're talking about, what FaNg is able to do. Pouncing to find some space. Labor spray from excl could be in a little trouble here, and FaNg gonna find a 3rd. This now gives NRG the best opportunity that we've seen out of this side. Surely unlosable now.
Oh, you've gone and said it. Drop going to be able to take down Daps as he was trying to hold on the lurk. Another nade coming in. Dropping FaNg. And Breeze just a little bit weaker. With at least one M4 in. Oh, FaNg's dead. Bye-bye, buddy. Out of the server. Out of the half. insani seems to be pushing in from Coffins. Molotov does push Breeze off. Shot, not going to be able to connect this time. Drop, M4 in hand, looking to clutch this out, looking to make it to 11-1 scoreline. Time is ticking down on the bomb though, but Hex going to be able to get a consolation round here for NRG. Is this the momentum that they need moving into the second half? It's hard to say, but it's the first show of life that we've truly seen from the team.
And it all comes off the back of FaNg there. Really good round. 3 kills to his name, a double entry in towards top car, a third as well in through Coffins. That's what we need to see out of FaNg. This is what we didn't see at the tail end of the complexity stint from FaNg. He really dipped off kind of mechanically in terms of the form, but that is much, much better. For MIBR though, it's not even remotely close to panic stations right now. This is being so simplistic. You know, they're just playing fundamental Counter-Strike, relying on the mechanics, and it's working so well. This team play that they had in through mid in towards second has been brilliant. They're kind of going this kind of calculated aggression. The only real faux pas that we kind of saw on MIBR that happened a couple of times was actually just maybe overextensions or kind of slightly lackluster trades in towards Banana. You know, they got punished once on second mid and then kind of learned the lesson. They got punished a couple of times in top car, but didn't really learn the lesson. But it doesn't really matter. They won an 8-round lead so far. I don't think MIBR are even remotely worried. Cody, I think it goes without saying, a bomb plant on a round for MIBR here, it's probably the beginning of the end.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. The fact that MIBR have this much of a lead, and yes, while they did lose that final round in the first half, I think they've got enough tempo for them to not really care about that. It was 4 rounds back-to-back before they dropped one, 6 rounds, sorry, back-to-back before they dropped their next. And they're looking to ensure they can regain that tempo, go up to 11, and with this execute, with only FaNg holding it. I mean, it's who you want. The top fragger on your side, but he gets smoked off. This is so passive, and we're seeing nothing from NRG as of yet until they see the weapons over on Banana.
FaNg is going to get one through the smoke, though, so a bit of a taste of their own medicine. As MIBR left down, this is brilliant exit for 1. Any more for any more. It'll be great that he lands on 2. Make that 3. Exit finds 4. Bye-bye NRG as MIBR look to close. FaNg left in an unfindable situation. Not impossible, but highly improbable. And MIBR from the clutches, from the dregs of a round that looked lost, have found a way back in. And FaNg will fall, MIBR make it 11, and NRG let it slip through the fingers. Smiles all around and exits a happy man. MIBR on the road to Inferno.
Yeah, look at this. I mean, they just didn't swing together. They turned a 1 versus 4 into 4 individual 1v1s. Like, swing him. Yes, the Glock has a high rate of fire at close range, but just swing the man. Swing or get swung.
It's frustrating, isn't it?
He absolutely bodied them. Yeah. And look, they're just buying up to AKs because they're that confident. They've got the money, they got the bomb plant. Now, I think this one's over and said and done. And when it's NRG's map pick, and you're going on to the next map of Anubis, then what? MIBR have their home turf advantage.
It does fundamentally feel like NRG are a bit checked out here as well. They have gone for that force. You got the decision, right? Do you play for OT with a full buy, or do you try and risk it and play it in regulation? And it looks like NRG have, you know, they've flipped the coin. They've gone for the gamble. It's a scout for OC and a few pistols alongside it, and very limited util. The scout will get a tag, so OC, something to work with. One spotter crossing back. He knows that exit is somewhere in towards that cubby. But a smoke out in towards deep top car now gives MIBR all the room in the world to work with. They can rotate anywhere, and they've got plenty of time to do so.
That's been the story of the entire map, it seems like. MIBR, plenty of space, do whatever they want. Get a couple of kills? Yeah, why not? Don't get kills? Nah, that's fine. Probably get the bomb plant anyway and just win it. Smoke goes down into CT. Dap's going to be able to retaliate with a smoke of his own. Can he find anything with this 5-7? As you like to point out, Leo, this thing can be lethal. FaNg able to take down Bernison through the smoke, connecting onto the head.
Another for FaNg, man, to open things up. Giving them an opportunity. But speak about an opportunity lost here as well. As Drop's going to catch one in rotation. Beautiful work as well, and that is, without a shadow of a doubt, the ace sight. And now he's looking for more fights as well. I respect it because he'll find them. Hextall fall and OC a missed shot. Could be punished at range by a Mac 10. Not a fight you often really akin to go that way as the bomb goes down. That should be all she wrote in this one. And now you've got the poison chalice here, Cody. Do you try and give this a go and have an attempt at a retake, which is definitely highly improbable, or then do you have a highly improbable next round with basically no money to work with?
They are going to go swim with the fishes inside of Fountain over on the B-bomb site, it would seem, because they're posting up, saving this scout, recovering that Mac 10 as well from the deceased Bernarden. But Safe, I mean, he's confident in his own abilities, and I would be as well at this point. Only got 4 kills to his name, but he's on the hunt for at least 1 over on B. They know that they're saving this one. They don't really have the money for this, but I suppose the mental deficit it would imply onto NRG would be absolutely massive. FaNg is going to be able to find Safe and drop, change his mind, doesn't want to continue going for it. I mean, there's a scout, there's a Mac 10, if they buy up pistols, maybe.
It's ambitious.
Maybe. What are we looking for? 10 rounds in a row?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm a believer by any means just yet. Playing for overtime. And you know, this one on your screen, I want to give him a lot of credit. I think FaNg's actually been playing really well.
Yeah,
it's not even just statistically, but the amount of space he's given NRG has been great. It's just nobody's doing anything with it.
I mean, you say not only statistically, but look at the statistics. He's on 16 kills.
Yeah.
You've got 1 player on 5 or above, and that being Breeze. No one else has shown up from NRG. It's been all FaNg. Any of these rounds that require something to happen, it's been him coming up clutch. And he's looking to do the same here as well. Boosted over half wall. Had a good angle, but the smoke shifting and changing, and he has to fall off of it. They fall off the entire angle, as a matter of fact, back towards that B bomb site.
Yeah, this feels like it could be the beginning of the end.
Beginning?
Well, yeah, true. I feel like we maybe hit that marker a hot minute ago. FaNg tagged is not a real nicety as well.
No.
So far, FaNg 5-0 in opening duels, but he might not be given that sort of luxury. He is going to try and poke and prod for it. Flash in the corner. FaNg get an opportunity, but anti-flash being played by MIBR. Brilliantly done.
Nice.
Down goes Hex, down goes FaNg, and now the B site looking vulnerable. 1 man left backside, and they know he's there because he flashed for them. Dap's in trouble. Beckoning over a rotation, but surely no chance in hell. Numbers dwindling as Daps needs a dynamic double here to even give them a chance, and they can just rotate.
X is still on the hunt, though. Knows that he's on this bomb site. MIBR don't care. They know that there's 1 player here. Don't worry about it, guys. We've got the overwhelming firepower. He's holding inside of Dark, which has got a little bit of a lighting update. Can he find anything else? Daps, the IGL, holding from the front, looking for exit. And he's good for the entry.
That's it. That is it. 13-2. MIBR take down NRG on their map pick in just the easiest fashion. NRG barely scratched the surface, and MIBR make that look so simple. And to make matters worse, after a reeling performance like that, they've got to head towards Anubis, a map which